Webster is a single leg front flip that is both used in tricking and free running. It's a fairly easy move to learn, but mastering it will take some time. In this tutorial, I'm gonna cover the running Webster and the axe Webster. The best thing you can do when you're starting to learn the Webster is to use some kind of small elevation for your jumping leg. It could be a block, it could be a mattress, anything works. It should be quite solid. You want to use this kind of elevation because it helps a lot with the power for your Webster. You can start learning the Webster with your stronger leg, but then if it doesn't feel comfortable for you, change the leg because we are all different. I'm right-handed, but I use my left leg, but I know many right-handed people who use their right leg for the Webster, so it's very, very personal. The first step when it comes to learning the Webster is to understand how to set up for it. When doing the running Webster, you don't want to just run normally and then do the Webster, but you want to make this kind of hop. The hop step is similar to a round-off hop step. The hop step is the key for getting good power. Learn to time it so that you can get your leg on the block. When you're feeling comfortable with your setup, you just want to send the Webster. If you have mattress, it will be super easy. You could start with like doing a forward roll of one leg. But if you have a soft mattress, just go for it. When I do my Webster, I tuck behind my leg of my hamstring. For the Webster, the under tuck is the key. At least if you want that cool leg opening. When you get comfortable with just sending the Webster, you can start focusing on the technique. Because the technique is what will get you to land it on the floor very softly and nicely. I would recommend you to do some hamstring stretches to warm up the hamstrings and get you to feel how to lift the leg up. I like this kind of dynamic leg lifts. But this is optional, of course. The key to a good Webster is that you jump off your balls of feet. So you try to contract your calf muscle as hard as you can and you try to stay on your toes. You also need to take off with your legs very separated. This is why it's a good idea to do a little bit stretching. You want to try to kick your leg up so that your hips are squared. The upper body motion for the Webster is kind of different than with front flip, because with front flip you get your arms up and you need to punch them down really hard, but with Webster you don't really need to lift your arms up in the beginning. You just keep your arms in front of you and then your legs do most of the work. You just do very little motion with your arms and you grab your hamstring and you do most of the motion with your legs because your upper body is already so down when you take off. When you drill your Webster, make sure to drill also the takeoff on its own. With the running Webster, it's very important also that you block the motion with your jumping leg so that you don't go so much forward, because it's so easy to just shoot forward with it and just travel so long. So try to avoid that. And when you can do the running Webster on floor pretty easily, you can start practicing the axe Webster. Axe Webster is kinda different in my opinion. It's a lot harder than the running Webster, at least if you can utilize the running setup well. The axe Webster requires a lot more power to do properly. The idea during the axe Webster is that you lift your swinging leg up. So basically the leg that swings up during a Webster, you lift it in front of you. Then you need to do kind of fast axe down and then you bend your jumping leg slightly so that you can actually bounce off it efficiently, because if you would jump off a straight leg, it would not work so well. So you need to bend the leg a little bit, get your chest in the right position. This is basically a trick that you just need to experiment a little with. I'm not gonna go in so much detail with this. The same principles apply. You need to jump off your balls of feet. You should be traveling less forward than during the running Webster. But hey, this was the Webster tutorial. I hope you like it, and please let me know which tutorials you want to see next.